Hello everyone, and welcome back to the chassis variant series with Self-Critical Rocket. We're still with the Phoenix Hawk, and this is the 3S model. Now for anyone watching the playlist, you'll suddenly see new tech. That was because I had to buy these separately when they became available for C-bills, and as such, yeah, it's not changed the build any, it's still the same as it is out of the box. And what does that mean? Well, this variant was created just after the discovery of lostech. It was upgraded several times, giving it a large pulse in place of the standard large laser, AMS system, extra light engine, ferro fibrous, and most importantly MASC. In fact, Sooty was so impressed with it she's rowing her head off. So outside of those upgrades, it comes with the 2 medium lasers and the ballistics, which is the 2 machine guns that it normally has. Still retains its jump jets and most of its speed. The upgrades were important because it was necessary to maintain its role as a reconnaissance mech on the field. As I mentioned in a previous video, it was built mainly to improve on the likes of the Wasp and the Stinger, but having their ability of speed and jump capability coupled with more armour and weaponry. The 3S as such gives you a few more tactical options in MechWarrior Online, being able to allow you to cover the team with the AMS, giving you the ability to pump out a little bit more damage with the large pulse, and it also helps that the large pulse range sort of matches up now with the mediums, so you can fire all of them at the same time at the risk of overheating a little quicker than normal. Obviously the most unique aspect of this mech compared to the other variants of the Phoenix Hawk is that it's the only one that comes equipped with MASC, and is the only one with any MASC upgrades available to it. This means that it can actually pelt along. I believe the top speed it can reach is 129 kph with MASC equipped, depending on your engine obviously, but it does mean that you can very quickly extricate yourself from unfortunate situations you may find yourself in with the 3S. Personally, I quite like it. I do always like having mechs that have machine guns as an option, because it's always nice to have a weapon that doesn't generate heat after you've basically alpha strike something. And plus there's just something nice about plinking mechs with hundreds and hundreds of machine gun rounds repeatedly, especially in terms of the light and heavy machine guns that we have available to us. Obviously this does not come equipped with either of those, it just has standard machine guns unfortunately. Its energy hardpoint numbers are nothing to write home about, neither are its ballistics. It's actually, I believe, exactly the same numbers as standard PXH1. As I said, the most unique aspect of this is the fact that it comes with MASC. How desirable that is with a mech that's already fairly quick, I don't know. It made more sense on tabletop because the Phoenix Hawk was already pretty nippy, so suddenly having the ability to move a few extra hexes was always welcome with this mech. Sadly, again in MechWarrior Online, some of these more unique aspects are kind of lost with the smaller areas of the maps and the more arena style, pinpoint accuracy. Obviously it still has the same drawbacks as other Phoenix Hawk variants, which means if you lose an arm you're losing a significant chunk of your weaponry, and now that it has an XL engine equipped, it means you're going to die instantly from a side torso explosion. Nothing that probably couldn't be fixed with the likes of a light fusion engine. I wouldn't be surprised if you could equip that and have the same weapon setup. Yeah, I find this one a little harder to recommend, whereas the Phoenix Hawk 2 and the 1B are good because of their ECM capability. I don't know if the MASC is enough of a selling point for this. It's the same thing with, say, a Wolverine 7D. You don't see them as often just because of MASC. The hardpoints, as I said, aren't any greater than other variants that currently exist, and as such it still suffers from the comparative lack of firepower available to it. It's also, again, it's still that 45 ton slot, which many players don't find particularly welcome for their drop decks and things like faction play. You don't really see 45 tonners, and it's a much maligned weight class, unfortunately. With no distinct role warfare in the game, 45 tons is always a tough sell. There's players out there who will swear by it, of course. There are some great players in the 45 ton category, but just not enough, sadly. In the medium category of things, it's kind of left out in the cold, which is a shame, because some really good mechs exist in this weight class. Phoenix Hawk, Blackjack, Vindicator, counted amongst them, and several others that have yet to be added to MechWarrior Online. Hopefully we'll see them in the future. Other than that, the end of this, just cleaning up that pesky locust who tried to blow my side torso off. He knew I was weak. He was trying to get me with his machine guns, cheeky little bastard. So I'll leave you that one. As I said, it's not a damning it's not a damning review of it. I still think it's a good mech. It does have decent weapons, nice hardpoint layout. It's just, is it something that you could just really want to spend the bills on for MASC, basically? That's down to you as the player. So have a good one, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll leave that there. That's the end of the round, and hope you all have a good week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.